Come to me, my children. Follow the sound of my voice to receive thy blessings. Unburden yourself.
Ow! 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 Ow!
And welcome to the Church of Last Resort with the Dr. Reverend Jelly Rolle. The Church of Last Resort, where your prayers are heard, your sins forgiven, and no matter what you believe, you won't believe this shit. And now, the Reverend, the Dr. Reverend Jelly Rolle.
Good morning, brothers and sisters, and this includes any new members who may be joining us for the very first time, wherever you may be and wherever you want to be, because you may not be where you want to be, but there you are. Yes, Lord, there you are. Welcome to the Church of Last Resort. I am the Dr. Reverend Jelly Rolle, PhD, DDS, ADHD, MCM, LIX. Yes, Lord, yes, Lord. I have been called many things. People have called me the racy Reverend, the pervert pastor, the sexy shepherd, the vile vulgar vicar of vice, the missionary man, the frisky friar, the dirty deacon of doggy style, the ass man abbot, and that nasty nigger. Yeah, I get called that a lot. That's the one I get called the most, as a matter of fact. Yes, indeed. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. The point is that I come by many names and by many methods, but I do not come easy. No. Gotta work for that. Yes, Lord. So, let us begin in the name of George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Richard Pryor. Can I get a fuck? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yes, Lord. Yes, indeed. Now, before we continue with our prayer, I must read this disclaimer to make my lawyers happy, and so that we don't get sued by anyone who just happened to be watching with their lawyers. And the disclaimer reads thus. Excuse me. While all prayers are heard, not all prayers are answered when we want them to be answered. Some loopholes and restrictions may apply. Thus saith the lawyers. Please bow your heads unless you're driving your car or your significant other, and if that is the case, just close your eyes, gently close your eyes, and let Jesus do the driving while we pray. Yes, Lord. Dear Lord, receive our sister, the Honorable Sheila Jackson Lee. Sister Lee died Friday at the age of 74 after battling pancreatic cancer. She served Houston's 18th Congressional District for nearly 30 years, developing a reputation for her relentless drive and her near ubiquitous presence at community events. Sister Lee had been in remission for 10 years from breast cancer. 10 years. Now, I had to say, many times I saw Sister Lee, she was so rambunctious, and she did not suffer fools lightly. No, Lord, no. The United States Representative Sheila Jackson Lee will lie in state at Houston City Hall on Monday, which for you has already passed. That was, let's see, today's 28, so 29, so it'd be tomorrow. So if you're in Houston and you want to pay your respects, you've got a few hours to get there. And if you're not in Houston, you have even less time. Sister Lee survived breast cancer. I said she was lying in state on Monday. Yes, that's right. And she's only the second person to receive that honor. Don't ask me who the first person was. It was a doctor, like a heart surgeon or something. I can't remember his name, but it was a heart surgeon, and that was like in 2008. I can't remember shit from 2008. I can barely remember stuff from 2 minutes ago from what I ate. Can't remember that. Sister Lee survived breast cancer. She survived she was in remission for breast cancer for 10 years. So she survived breast cancer. She survived the cancer of politics. She survived the cancer of the Trump administration, only to be done in by pancreatic cancer. Can we do something about cancer culture? Lord have mercy. Dear Lord, can you please teach those ignorant fucks at the GOP that insist on being racist and sexist and homophobes? Now, that's not to be confused with a homophobe. A homophobe is the fear of answering a question because no matter what you say, it just doesn't sound right. Okay? Examples of that will be back in episode 16, I think. Which I don't remember the date, but it was a while back. I think that's when that was. So it was that they insist on being racist and sexist and homophobes and teach them, Lord, that any asshole can tear things down and tear people down. But it takes love and wisdom to build people and things up. Yes, right. Lord, those animals, those people, those GOPs, they call the vice president, they call Kamala Harris, they call her all kinds of names, which I don't care about, to be honest. I don't care that they call her names. But what I care about is that the names are all wrong and lack imagination. Most of the things that they call her are merely a projection of their own shortcomings. Ignorant, don't know anything, lazy, DEI higher. That's them. They're describing themselves. Lord, can I get a you know? Can I get a I know you are, but what am I? Amen. And dear Lord, this is a hard one. This is a hard one. I take this one personally. But you know, I'm gonna say pray for that prick, Bibi Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu, Bibi to his owners. I don't want to call them friends. Somebody's got him by the balls. He acting like a damn fool. I'm going to say bless him, but that's not what I really mean. Because the man's a fucking monster, okay? And so are the people that support him. They're fucking monsters too, okay? Last week on Wednesday, he addressed Congress, the Congress of the United States, at the invitation of Speaker Johnson. Lord, I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to have this kind of disgust and hate in my heart, especially when I'm at the pulpit and it's supposed to be a prayer, but I'm only human. I know I look like a God. Thank you. But I'm only human. But Bibi Netanyahu, he said in his speech that the war over there between people who glorify death and sanctify life. And you know, he didn't say which side he was on. That was nice of him to do that, and not just to come out and lie. He didn't say which side he was on. He just said the opposing things, the good and the bad, and he didn't say which side he was on. We know he's fucking evil, fucking evil. Yes, he is. Using props. One of the hostages who was freed had her there, and he ignorantly talked about the hostages that escaped only to be gunned down by Israeli soldiers because they're fucking ignorant. He didn't mention the fact that they were killed by Israeli soldiers. He just said 3 hostages that escaped only to be gunned down. Okay? They lost their lives. Yes, they lost their lives. Well, actually, technically, their lives weren't lost. They know where they were. They were right with them until the Israeli soldiers took them. We're going to try real hard to pray for those bastards. I'm going to try real hard. You may have to forgive me because it's getting too hard. It's getting hard. Dear Lord, now, at this very moment, while I'm speaking to the audience now, I'm speaking to you now, and the audience now, at this very moment, I'm actually somewhere in the Pacific Ocean with my friend and the world's foremost certified forensic humorist, G.D. Fenderson, and our dear friend, Doug. Not Imhoff. He couldn't make it this time. We'll probably hang out next time, you know, me. I'm like this with the second gentleman. And I'm working hard to make him first gentleman in 2024. Lord willing, God willing, the creek don't rise, or something like that. Okay, he couldn't make it this time. But please return all of us safely and forgive us any transgressions that we may witness the others committing. May we be able to keep our mouths shut. Can I get a snitches get stitches? Yes, Lord. And finally, Lord, please bless the entire behind-the-scenes staff at Mind Dog TV. They are truly doing your work, helping to spread your word throughout the wordosphere. They could be anywhere today, and they probably are, because I shouldn't need them right now, unless they're making sure that this gets out over the air live right now, which I'm watching. Man, this is weird. I'm watching right now. I am watching you watch me. No, I'm not watching you. That'd be weird, kind of dirty too. But I'm watching me just like you're watching me right now, and that is weird, isn't it? I wonder if I can give myself the Powerball numbers, and because we'll see. I'll try it later on. The point is that somebody has to make sure this runs smoothly, even if I can't. And that's the people behind the scenes at MindDogTV.com. You know, and you can help me reward them. Just help me reward them by going to MindDogTV.com, get some merchandise, get a cup, get a mug, get a t-shirt like this one here, like this one right here, this beautiful t-shirt that I'm probably wearing this. Right now, I'm wearing it right now. You're looking at it right now, but I'm actually wearing this right now. And let me see, what time is it? No, I'm not wearing it, because it's only around 6 something in the morning for me right now. Yeah, because I'm in Alaska, or somewhere over there. I'm like, maybe I'm not in Alaska yet. I'm probably probably in Vancouver. That's where I am. So I'm not wearing that. I'm actually probably wearing my skivvies, because I'm probably, no? Let me see. I can't be wearing my skivvies because I got out of bed to watch this. I could still be in bed. I'm probably in bed with my earbuds and watching this so I can hear this the same time you are. And if I can, I'm probably responding in real time. I'm probably watching and responding with my phone, whatever, if it reaches. Because I don't know if it's going to work out there. That's why I'm doing this now, because I don't know what kind of signal I'm going to get. I want to make sure there was something here to do, something here for you. So, the point is, buy shit from MindDogTV.com, all right? And support our staff, all our behind-the-scenes staff, because this work is not easy. Even though, I make it look easy by the way I just effortlessly fuck up. But it takes a lot of work to make a fuck up this good. So, let us, as always, let us have a toast. Let us toast the safe return of myself, my good friend G.D. Fenderson, certified forensic humorist at www.sogdfunny.com, and my friend Doug. May we all return safely. Here's a little bump for the Lord. Since I'm on vacation, I may have an extra bump. What the fuck? The worst that can happen is I oversleep. Yeah. That is good stuff. I like the extra bump. I may go on vacation more often. Yes, indeed. So, let us be thankful in the name of George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Richard Pryor. Can I get a fuck yeah? Fuck yeah! Let's, brothers and sisters, before I continue with the sermon, which is entitled The Revs Packin', thank you very much, would like to take this moment to play this brief commercial on behalf of MindDogTV.com.
Attention comedians, musicians, songwriters, filmmakers, authors, and podcasters. Coffee with the Dog is booking for the
Summer and fall.
now. Get free publicity and hone your interview skill in a fun and safe setting. Coffee with the Dog is a live radio, live stream podcast based in New York that airs daily Monday to Friday 9 a.m. to 11 o'clock in syndication on iHeartRadio, as well as video streaming platforms like YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and many other platforms. Guests usually come on remotely via StreamYard, like Zoom but easier, although occasionally we do in-studio interviews. The morning show focuses mainly on comedians and musicians, and they have interviewed many top names and classic celebrities such as Robert Klein, Mike Binder, Eddie Brill, Doug Stanhope, Steve Byrne, Paul Provenza, Jeff Altman, and many, many others. For booking, go to minddogtv.com/booking.
Thank you. See, I fixed that. Did you see how I fixed it? Because it used to say spring and summer, but now it reflects the new seasons, summer and fall. I fixed it. You're welcome. So, this sermon is called The Revs Packin'. Alright? Now, what I'm going to try to do is to give you some tips on how to travel and what you should and should not take with you on a trip, all right? Now, first of all, in this case, I just want you to know that I'm gone for 8 days. 8 days. And, as a matter of fact, this is the furthest I've ever gone away from my wife, Amona. Now, my wife, Amona, has gone farther away from me. Yeah, she's gone farther away. But this is the furthest I've gone. She's like gone to Europe without me and all kinds of places. But the furthest I've ever gone without her was like from Maryland to Iowa, I think. That's the furthest I've ever gone without her. And, that's it. And that was, to perform. So, to do a show. Now I'm out and I'm like 3,000 miles away, and that's the furthest I've ever gone away from her. Now I'm going to be gone for 8 days, and the thing is, in order for me to be gone away that long, I had to show my wife some of the things that I do on a regular basis as part of my chores or responsibility in a relationship, so that she could handle them while I was gone. Our cat has our cat Tootsie has a heart murmur, okay, and Tootsie needs to get medication every day, and it appears as though Tootsie only takes her medicine from me, and I don't know why that is, but we had to show my wife how to do it so that my wife can administer the medicine. While I'm gone, we have a bunch of animals outside that need to be fed, and my wife will be feeding them while I'm gone. Just a bunch of animals. I don't want to explain. They don't all have names. They're just animals. So my wife is going to feed them while I'm gone, and she's going to have to take care of the trash and stuff. Now I know you says like, well, what's so special about the trash? See, this is how I do the trash. All right, I live near my wife and we have a lovely home in the country, kind of country-ish, and we have massive amounts of land behind us. It's not our land, but behind us. There's a massive woods behind us, and full of animals. You know, deer, raccoons, possum, foxes, or fox-eye, all kinds of animals, and many of these vultures, ravens, and hawks, eagles. Many of the animals, though, the nocturnal ones are scavengers. And if you put your trash out at night, they will go through your shit, and then instead of your trash making it into the trash truck when they pick it up, it's all over the ground, all right? Because they're scavengers. They just grab the food. They don't put the trash back when they're done, all right? So in order for me to alleviate that problem, for the past 20-some years, I have not been putting food in my trash. I don't put food in my trash. I take the food, all our scraps, all of our food scraps, I take them out to the woods right after dinner. And I have a little place where I put the scraps, whatever the scraps are, because for the most part, something eats everything. You know, there's something or someone to eat everything organic. I'm not talking about plastic, right? So I take the food out there and I set it out there. As a matter of fact, I have some footage of nature. Maybe I'll treat you. You know something? I'm gonna show you some footage, yeah, just to fill a little time. If I have extra time. If I have extra time, I'm gonna go back and put the footage right here. All right. Now, if I just said that here, and then I came back and said I just said that, and you didn't see a video, that means I didn't have enough time to put that in later, all right? Because it's an editing thing. Because I didn't think about doing it. I was like, you know something? I just now thought of it, and I was not prepared to do it. So, if I say, like this, and then I keep talking, and there's no video, then I didn't show you the video. But if I do this, and you see a video, and then I start talking again, then I played the video, all right? That's how you can tell the difference. So, we put the food out in the woods, and the animals, there's none in the trash. So when we put our trash out the night before, there's nothing in there for the animals to want. See, that's what I do with the trash. That's what's so special about it, okay? That's the difficult part, taking the scraps and putting it out in the woods. It's not taking the food up in the trash. You're taking the trash up to the edge of the driveway. That's not hard at all. Anybody can do that. And anybody can put the food in the woods. The thing is, if you do the shortcut and you don't put the food in the woods and you put the food in the trash, and especially since this is summertime, that food is going to be, that scent is going to be picked up, and then the animals are going to tear our fucking trash can apart and knock it over, and the trash is going to be all over the place. That's going to be the hard part. See? So show that to my wife. Now here's the deal. If my wife is too successful and doing all the things. And that's not all I do. That's just, just some of the things. I just want to give you an example. But if my wife successfully does all of the things that I do while I'm gone, then I could come back and my wife will realize, and Mona will say, I just realized I don't need your dumb ass. I can do all the things that you do. I can fix and the things I can't do, I can find somebody to fix it. I'm a pretty woman. I can find a man to fix my stuff. See, if she's too good, that's what'll happen. I'll come back and I won't have a home. On the other hand, I don't want her to be so bad that when I come back, Mona says, "Welcome back home, Jelly. I brought you a new shovel." And I'll say, "You brought me a new shovel? I already had 3 shovels. What I needed a 4th one for?" She goes, "Well, you needed a bigger shovel with a sharper blade because you have to bury all the animals I forgot to feed, and they starved while you were gone. So, have fun digging." And I brought some sticks, too, so you can make some little crosses. So I don't want my wife to be so good that she doesn't need me, and I don't want her to be so bad that I gotta bury a bunch of dead animals when I get back. I want her to be competent. I want her to be the competent woman that I married, all right? She needed me just enough and loves me just enough that we're still together, all right? That's it. So we talked about that. Okay, now I'm going to be gone for 8 days. Now I'm going to give you a tip because this is something that a lot of people don't realize, okay? They fuck themselves up with this. They pack their suitcase with everything they think they're going to need, and then they get there and they buy souvenirs, and sometimes they buy so much, they buy just enough that guess what? It doesn't fit in their bag. And they wind up buying a second bag or shipping it or something like that, and then it costs extra money, all right? I'm going to save you some money. I'm going to save you some money right now. Now, I know it's odd for a minister to be saving you money instead of asking you for money. I know it's odd, but I'm not your average minister. Your average minister wouldn't say, "Fuck off," right? I say, "Fuck off" all the time. Watch. Fuck off. See? Average minister wouldn't do that. I'm not your average minister. I'm actually for the people, all right? I want you to succeed. So, yeah, I need your money, but I'm not going to ask you for it. You send it, all right? Just walk by the house. "Here you go, Reverend. Give me the money." All right, thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm going to save you some money. And this is what I'm doing. All right, I'm packing for 8 days. Now, I have a lot of clothes that I would donate to charity at some point, usually around the Christmas time. All right? So those are the clothes I take with me on vacation. A good chunk of them, all right? Now, if I need fancy clothes for like a dinner party or something, then I have my good collar here. See, I have my good collar. But then there's some nights, I don't have to get dressed up, and so I don't need the good collar. I bring my casual collar like this. See, so I have my casual collar. This is the good collar for like church, and this is my casual collar for when I'm hanging out with my friends, right? So I pack those. Like, for example, I'm on vacation. I'm not wearing a bunch of clothes. I'm wearing a lot of t-shirts, right? So, check this out. See this? This looks like a pretty nice t-shirt. I don't wear it, right? You know why? You know why I don't wear it? Look real close. See all that stitching falling apart? Look at that. Look at that. Falling apart. That stitching's falling apart, all right? So, I pack clothes like this that's decent enough that I can wear around and, I'm not trying to win a fashion contest. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm on vacation. I'm not trying to pick up women. I got a woman. I got a good woman. I'm not out there trying to, I don't need to look my best. I just need people to don't think I live like a bum. So when I go into a store, they don't say, "You get out. You ain't got no money. You can't buy anything." So I got to look like I can buy something, but not like I'm going to steal something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already dark enough, they're going to follow my ass around anyway. So, and you look at the back of the shirt. See that? See that hanging off of there? See that? Most people don't even notice that. I do not even wear this shirt around my own neighborhood. Okay, I got so many shirts. I don't wear this one. So I pack shirts like this in my suitcase. And when I get there, I wear them once, and I set them aside. I put them in a bag just before I leave, and I donate them to charity. Put them in one of those little booths, those little metal boxes that says collect clothing or something, or a little church. I just, right there, whenever I'm out of town, I take all those clothes, bam, donate them to charity. Goodwill, Salvation Army, doesn't matter. Every place has a place like that, all right? Takes you a little bit of, maybe take a little away. But now, let's say I have 8 t-shirts, all right? And 5 pairs of jeans. And I take them and donate them. The space that the jeans took up and the space that the shirts took up are now available in my suitcase, and I can buy souvenirs for the wife and pack them in the suitcase, all right? I don't need to worry about shipping it or buying another bag, which I've had friends buy a second suitcase because they bought so much shit, they had to buy a second suitcase so they could bring it back with them. I've had friends spend all kinds of fucking money shipping shit especially from overseas, because they didn't have room. They didn't have room in their suitcase. All right? So you pack shit, not all the, enough shit that you can just get rid of it when you get there. You don't have to worry about bringing it back. All right? Yeah, like this. Let me show you. Shirt, jeans. I didn't show you the jeans. Like these. Let me show you. These underwear here. See them? I don't wear these underwear anymore. I don't wear them. They were comfortable. They were comfortable, but and they're silk too. 100% silk. Really nice. But you know what the problem is? I think I can show you this. This hole is way too small, and and the way these things are cut, my business keeps coming out the bottom, and it's uncomfortable. So I'll wear them one day out on the cruise, or one day in Alaska, and then I take them off, throw them away. Bam. Don't wear them again. Don't even worry about them. Remember, I'm not donating them to charity because I've worn them all day. I take them, throw them in the trash right there. Bam. All right. Now these are my good underwear. You can tell that they're good underwear because they got the collar on them. See? All the underwear I keep got a little collar on them. See that? Yeah. Although it would be down here. The collar would be down there. And so these are, so I pack like maybe 5 pair of these and 4 pair of those, and I throw like 4 pair away. All right. So I got these. So that's what you pack that kind of stuff. And the stuff that pack enough stuff that you can throw away to make room in your luggage, so that you can make room for souvenirs. That's it. So I lost my space. Now, you need to think about what you're going to be doing there. Okay. Also, like for example, one of the things, one day we're renting bicycles and we're going to be riding bikes. One of the days we're going to spend hours riding bikes. And now, I am not, okay, look at this hair. See this? You think, first of all, you think I can put a rental helmet on my head? My bicycle helmet is specially made to accommodate the back of my head. All that hair back there, right? So I pack my own bike helmet. I'm not wearing someone else's bike helmet, all right? I'm wearing my bike helmet. I put it on, and it fits my head just beautifully. And check this out. I love this part. See this? See this? Watch this. See this? Look at this. Watch this. Oh, damn it. I'll show you. See this? Look at this. This is how it clips together. Look, watch. See that? It's a magnet. It's a magnet. Damn it. It's just like this. See that? And it locks. Damn it. I just love that part. I love that part of my helmet. Yeah, you just do this. Go like, see that? Damn. That's it. It just snaps. And it's really beautiful because when it's on your head like this, you ain't gotta figure out this. Go. Yeah, there you go. See that? There. magnet, snaps, beautiful. See, so I bring my own bike helmet, because I'm not wearing somebody else's helmet. They can say they clean it, they can say what they want to say. I'm not putting somebody else's helmet on my head. No, this I know is clean. And even if it's not clean, it's my dirt. I can put my own dirt back on my head. I ain't putting somebody else's danger for my head. Fuck them. And fuck anybody who expects me to. I'm bringing my own helmet, my own hard hat. And when I ride my bike, now when I ride my bicycle, I'm bringing my own gloves, my own bike gloves, all right? Because first of all, I have supple hands, very supple hands. And the reason they stay supple because when I do hard work or labor, I wear gloves, all right? Ow! 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 Quick on! Ow! Woo! Sorry. I got to put both gloves on so I stop doing that. So, there we go. There. Now, I won't do that anymore because I own 2 gloves. It's weird with how that happens. I don't know what causes it. If you just wear one glove, you just get all crazy. I don't know. So, and to stop that from happening, I'm taking both gloves off at the same time so that I'm not, just take them both off at the exact same time. So, bam, there we go. Bring my own gloves. And oddly, I always bring a whistle with me. I always bring a whistle. Now, this is not my rape whistle. My rape whistle is blue. Okay, this is my bike whistle, which is black. It matches my gloves and my helmet. My rape whistle is blue, and I shouldn't need it because I'm going to be with 2 of my friends. G.D. Fenderson, certified forensic humorist, and my friend Doug, our friend Doug. So the 3 of us are going to be together. I shouldn't get raped, all right, unless it's by one of those 2. Damn. Never thought about that. We've been friends for so long. In date rape, most of the time when someone gets raped, it's about someone they know. Damn it, I've been taking for granted that they're going to have my back. They may want my back. Damn it. I'm going to pack my other whistle just in case. But this is my bike whistle. This black one here, this is my bike whistle. So, the reason I carry a bike whistle is because of my mother. This is like 1973, 74. My mom and I were going to ride our bicycles over to my aunt's house. And my aunt's, the quickest way to get there was like through the bike. This is in Columbia, Maryland. They had bike paths all over the place. And there's this one bike path that had a real steep hill and a sharp turn. I mean, it's like, whoo, whoo. And even then, and when you make the turn, you had a little dip. So if you went fast enough, you wouldn't make the turn because your bike would actually be in the air on the turn and you'd wind up going straight. So you had to slow down enough. You had to do one of 2 things. Slow down so that you didn't hop up in the air so you could make the turn, or approach the turn at an angle so that when you hop up, even though you're going straight, you're just cutting across the curve, and then you wind up back on the bike path, and then you just keep going. Those are your 2 options, right? Slow down or hit it just right so you jump right with the curve like that. Whee! All right. Now, my mother was not an experienced bicyclist. She was a woman of age, but she had a bicycle. And this particular time, it was just my mom and I living together. My brother would sometimes come to visit, and he would ride my mother's bicycle. The problem is he was much taller than my mother, and he would always adjust her seat for his height, and he would not put it back. And my mother was not thinking straight. She didn't put the seat down. She didn't know how to put the seat down, and I just told her to run right ahead, and I'll catch up with her because I had to go back to get something. And she rode him, and I was hauling ass. I was trying to catch my mother because she had like a good 5-minute head start. Turns out my mother was going too fast. She couldn't stop. She couldn't slow down. She didn't have her balance right because the bike seat was up too high. She was discombobulated. She hit that jump, and she couldn't turn, and she went flying into the woods, into the sticker bushes. I mean, a thick thicket. A thick thicket. The thicket was so thick that she disappeared. That's how thick the thicket was. She just disappeared. And it was all stickers, and she was in shock and bleeding all over the place. And I drove right past my mother. Didn't even see her. And she was in shock, and she couldn't holler for help. I rode right by her and rode up to my aunt's house. Got there, and my Aunt Dodie says, your mother's not here. And I said, what? She goes, Jelly, go back and find your mother. And I said, so I did. I rode back, didn't see my mother. So I rode a different way, thinking maybe she took the right path instead of the left path. And I rode the other way. Didn't find my mother. And I kept riding back and forth. And so, at some point, my mother came to her senses, or kind of came to her senses. She walked out of the woods, and she went to the house, to the apartment, and her key didn't fit the door. And she's like, I know this is where I live. And she's trying to get the key in and couldn't get in. So she walks to the rental office, and she says, and she's bleeding all over the place. And the rental office says, you okay? She goes, my mother goes, I fell off my bicycle. I just need to get in the house. I'll be fine. And they said, where do you live? My mother goes, and they told my mother told them, I have a key. It's just not working. I don't understand. So they took my mother back to where she was, and they told my mother, we don't think you live here. They're being polite. My mother didn't live there. That apartment was empty. And my mother goes, no, this is where I live. My mother was so adamant. So they opened the door, and there was no furniture. And my mother goes, oh my God, where's my furniture? And so they took, and my mother didn't know where she lived. She thought that's where she lived, in that empty apartment. So they took my mother back to the rental office. They got her name. They looked up her residence. They took her back to the right apartment. And then they called my aunt, because my aunt was like listed as a contact. My aunt showed up at the house. And meanwhile, I'm still in transit on a bicycle. I have no idea. Now I get back to my aunt's house, can't find my mother, and my aunt's gone. Like, what the fuck is going on here? So then I ride my bike back to the house. I see my aunt's car. I go in the house, and my mother's in bed, and she's like bleeding all over the place. And I'm like, and my mother goes, I said, Mom, what happened? And she told me what happened. And she goes, and you rode past me 4 times. You rode past me 4 times. I said, why'd you say something, Mother? Because I couldn't talk. I was in shock. That's why I carry my whistle. If I'm ever in a situation where I fall off my bike or I get hurt and I'm like, nobody can see me and I can't yell, you damn right. You wouldn't find me. See? And it's around my neck. You heard me. Didn't you hear me? See? You heard me. I just scared the shit out of Tootsie. I'm sorry, Tootsie. She's never heard the whistle before. I've never blown it in the house. Matter of fact, I haven't. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever blown it in the house. I've never had to blow it outside either. I've had this whistle for years. I've never ever had to blow it because I've never fallen off my bicycle. Damn. Must be my good luck whistle. Because I wear it all the time and I've never fallen off. Martin Sports. I never heard of Martin Sports. It's an official whistle. Probably from one of the sports I used to play. That's probably how I got it. So, at any rate, so I carry my bike helmet, my bike gloves, and my whistle whenever I ride my bike. And I'm going to be riding it in Alaska. It's part of the trip. Now, I think I just lost something. Like my way. Now, also, pack your drugs, alright? Now, I have a shaving kit. Now, in my shaving kit, I have basic first aid and the bandages, wet wipes, and I also have ibuprofen. Okay, you may be a Tylenol person. Some doctors prefer to give you like 2 Tylenol and 2 ibuprofen because they actually work 2 different ways, and one is actually more of an irritant on your liver, and the other one is more of an irritant on your stomach. So if you mix it up, it's less of irritation on your liver and your stomach. See, but I do the ibuprofen, and so I don't even, like, I have, do I have it here? I don't think I have it. Oh, yeah, that's, damn. See this? This is just a bottle. I don't know how old this ibuprofen is. If it's probably from the last trip, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to throw it all away. All right. And then I'm going to get, I have this big thing, and I'll refill this bottle with those. All right. Because the last thing you need to be doing is be sitting on a plane, on a boat, and you need 2 aspirin. All right. And it's probably going to be in the vending machine. It's probably going to be $5 fucking. You know what I'm saying? For 2 aspirin. All right. Don't be a cheap fuck. Pack some of your own. Well, I guess that's not being a cheap. I'm saving you money. Instead of having to buy $5 worth of aspirin or $10 of aspirin, just take some with you. All right. In a little container, in your little shaving kit. You must have someplace. You're taking a toothbrush, right? You're taking a toothbrush, you're taking deodorant, you're taking a razor for your legs or your face or your hoo-hoo-hoo, right? So you can shave those 3 spots. Take some ibuprofen as well, or Tylenol, or aspirin, whatever it is you need for a headache. Because believe me, I'm going to be doing a little bit of drinking. I doubt that I'll be getting a headache. I don't usually get a headache, but we're on a cruise ship. I'm sure that the free liquor is not the best liquor. I'm pretty sure that the free liquor is the stuff that could melt, to take the color off of boot leather. I think that's the expression. I may be mixing my metaphors. So take some, just a little first aid with you. All right. The other thing I take with me. Now, I'm taking a suitcase. All right, for all the major stuff, but I'm taking 1 carry-on. All right, and my carry-on is going to have 1 change of clothes, my shaving kit, and stuff like that. Stuff that I would need for 1 day or 1 night. Because if my luggage and I get separated, okay, so like I'll have my tablet, it's going to be in my carry-on. My keys is going to be in my carry-on. My passport in my carry-on. Those things are going to be in my carry-on. So if they lose my luggage, at worst case scenario, they lose my luggage. Best case scenario, they misplace my luggage and it has to catch up with me. Wherever I go, I'm not going to be buck naked unless it's by choice. And if that's the case, don't disturb me with my suitcase and don't take pictures. So I'm taking a carry-on. In my carry-on, that's where I'm taking at least 1 day's worth of clothes. Shaving kit, like I said, the first aid stuff like medicine, aspirin or whatever, my cameras, my tablet, my collar, my extra collar, because, just in case, you don't know. That's what I pack in my carry-on. And that way, once I get to wherever I'm going, and whenever I get there, I'm going to just, if my luggage isn't there, I'm cool. If my luggage is there, I'm cooler. So there we go. Let me fix this real quick. I apologize. Matter of fact, I just cut that out. You didn't even see that. You didn't see that, did you? Nope, you didn't see it. So take a carry-on with basically enough for 1 day in case your luggage gets separated from you. All right. And that's where you keep your keys, passport, wallet, identification, maybe some cash money. I always take a little cash. Because, yes, I have my friend Doug has that Apple Watch thing. And he pays for everything with the Apple Watch. He walks up, he goes like, hey there, I got gas, Apple Watch. I'm getting food, Apple Watch. He's like a superhero. He's like Wonder Woman. He's like Wonder Woman, pew, Apple Watch. And he pays everything. He's like, Apple Watch. But what if you go someplace that don't take the Apple Watch, all right? Or what if the system's down? What if CrowdStrike strikes again? Or whoever's striking CrowdStrike strikes again? Then he can't use his Apple Watch, So there you go. Well, although CrowdStrike, that was the Windows, not Apple, right? Fuck it. It doesn't have to be CrowdStrike. It could be anything. Well, just because he's Apple doesn't mean this system isn't Apple. This system could be Windows. The point is, you take a little cash with you. Not enough that somebody robs you, they're going to really hurt you, but enough that, and you don't keep all your cash in one place, all right? You like, if let's say you're taking $400 with you, all right? You take $480 or $460. Put that someplace nobody's gonna find it, like down in your, you know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, now, and you keep the money separate. So when you reach for it, if somebody sees you reaching and says, oh, $20 or whatever, and they try to pick your pocket, that's it. They're just getting $20, all right? But they try to rob you. It's like, this is all the money I got. That's it. Then, so you got the rest of the money in your, right? So that's it. Now, what I do, and I'm just a little different. I'm taking $200 in cash with me, because, like I said, this is a cruise ship. Most of the food I'm eating is going to be on the cruise. I'm paying for it. I might as well eat it, right? I already paid for my airplane food. I don't need cash for that. I've already paid for tips in advance. Don't worry about that. So the cash is just for emergencies or extra tip money if I need it. So what I'm doing, I'm taking $200 with me. I'm taking it all in pennies. That's right, $200 worth of pennies. So if somebody does steal my money, I'm like, first of all, I'm gonna hear them coming. Well, I'm going, but they get the money. If they rob me, I'm gonna be able to follow them. Okay, because they're gonna say, well, hear that man? Ching, 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 ching. He's got my money. Right there. Ching, 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 ching. Catch him. And with his $400 worth of pennies, he ain't gonna be running that fast. He's gonna be like waddling like this. And his pants are probably gonna be down around his ankles, because if he put it all in his pocket, his pants are gonna fall down, and he's just gonna be waddling like this. And I say, yeah, arrest that man walking like a penguin. Just like this. Arrest that man. Got my money. And they gave me back my $400 worth of $200 worth of pennies. Of course, the police are going to say something like, why'd you bring pennies? I said, would you have caught his ass? Look at your fat ass fat police officer. Would you have caught him if he was carrying just $20 bills? You would not. But he's carrying $400 worth of pennies. That's why you caught him. Don't question my technique. Don't question my method. I know it seems a little crazy, but fuck it works. Right? It's only crazy if it doesn't work. If it works, it ain't crazy. It's just eccentric. That's a little tip from the old Uncle Reverend Jelly Rolle. That's right. If it works, it ain't crazy. It's eccentric. Now you know. What is it? The more you know. That's it. Apple Watch. The more you know. So, I think I'm going to, let me show you what's going on here. I'm going to try to show you what's going on. All right. Now. Here we go. All right. This is the U.S., Florida, Maine, Great Lakes, Washington, okay? I'm over here in Maryland right now. Maryland, I'm flying to Seattle, all right? This is at my itinerary. Flying to Seattle, and I should arrive there like 10 a.m., okay? Well, not just me, we're all flying together, and we're all sitting in the same row. We got seats together. So, oh, damn right, that's what I should download. I'm taking my tablet. I've downloaded some shows, because it's a 5-hour flight nonstop. I downloaded a bunch of shows so I can watch on my tablet. I got 2 sets of earbuds, and I have a one wired earbud. Not wired. I have a set of wired headphones, not the wireless ones, because that takes up more battery power to run the Bluetooth. All right. So I just got my headset, and it wires into my tablet, and I can watch movies. Also, I have a spare battery pack. It's like a charging station for my phone, but it's portable. It's like this big, right? that also I pack in my carry-on. Like I said, it's a 5-hour flight, but what if they have to go down for a reason, in a good way, not a bad way? You know, this is Boeing. It is Boeing. You know, and it's supposed to be a little scary. So, you know, maybe it's delayed. I'm in the airport, and if it's delayed, you know, you said, well, you get on the plane, you fly 5 hours. My battery will last 5 hours. But let's say you get delayed on the way there, like an hour, whatever. So this way, and you're watching movies, right? And movies take up more battery power than like reading a book. So I have an extra battery. I have my battery charger so that I can just plug my phone or my tablet and my phone into this unit, and it'll run them. As a matter of fact, it'll run them for days. Little fucker carries a lot of juice. It'll literally run them for days. We've lost power at our house for days, and that's kept my phone going. That's how I kept my phone going. I just charged it on that thing. You know, it was fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. So pack that also. So, flying out of Maryland to Seattle. We're spending the night in Seattle, and we're going to do some comedy. We're going to do some shows. Seattle night comedy in Seattle. Actually, technically, Seattle will be up here. Yeah. So I don't even know where I just landed. Damn it. See, that's why I don't fly Boeing. Yeah. So technically, we landed here. All right. 10 a.m. All right. And then the next morning, we're going to take a ship out of there up to Canada, and I think Vancouver or something like that. And then we're going to go back up here to Alaska, right in here. And I think we're hitting Fairbanks and Juneau. And why you saying you think? Don't you know? No, I don't know. You know why? I'm not driving. I'm just on the boat. And it doesn't matter where I think I'm going. I'm not going to know until they get there. They could have great intentions, say, we're going to Juneau. And then you say, whoops. We're in Kitsilano, Canada, Alaska. It's a little town because the dock in Fairbanks is under repair. They got a seal problem. The seal leaked or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about cruises. This is my first cruise. That's why. That's another one. This is my first cruise, so I'm going to be ready for almost anything. So let me erase this. So when people say, "Don't you know where you're going?" The reason why I don't know where I'm going is because I'm not driving. I'm just, on the boat. I have an itinerary, and I know what the itinerary says, but I'm something of a skeptic. I don't really believe just because the itinerary says that's where I'm going, that's where I'm going to wind up. I'll believe it when I see it. All right? I'll believe it when I see it. Yes, indeed. So, brothers and sisters, while you're watching this, and right now it's almost 10 o'clock Eastern time. I don't know what time it is where you're watching, because I don't know where you're watching from. I'm probably eating breakfast. I don't know. And that's the other thing. 3 hours difference. My belly is probably still on East Coast time. I don't even know when I'm going to eat. I might starve to death before I get food. I have no idea. The thing is, this is July 28th for you. Hopefully, Lord willing, and the good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, on August 4th, I'll be back live with you. Okay? So, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. If I'm around on August 4th, I want to thank you for putting up with me and for returning to see me again. If I don't make it back, I hope you enjoyed my last show. So I want to thank you. And if you can, like and subscribe to Dr. Reverend Jelly Rolle on YouTube and his Facebook fan page. Same thing, Dr. Reverend Jelly Rolle. Look for his shows. Look for my shows, Blessings and Blasphemy. The next show will be Blessings and Blasphemy 3, and I'm not. That's in September. I don't have the exact date yet, but the promo code, I do know that the promo code is going to be Fun with Dildos. So that's going to be the promo code for $5 off of tickets. Fun with Dildos. So on behalf of the Church of Last Resort and the entire Rolle family, my wife Ramona, who's back home, hopefully being competent, but not so good and not so bad. Competent, taking care of the animals for me. My kids Cinnamon and Jelly Jr., our cat Tootsie with a little heart murmur, our dog Stop Dropping with the ass murmur. I wish you safe travels, and I hope you will join us next week, 9 a.m. Eastern. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to join you also. So I'm hoping that you can join us and that I can join us next week, 9 a.m. Eastern Eastern Orthodox time on Mind Dog TV and everywhere that our word is heard. And if by some reason you just want the audio version, we have 3 episodes up on Spotify so far, and probably 4 by the time you see this. All right. So, Lord have mercy. Thank you so much. Thank you. And in the name of George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Richard Pryor, can I get a fuck? Yeah. Fuck yeah!